Our experience of walking is to keep healthy, but it's also to enjoy each other's company as well and appreciate the friendships, the challenges, and also the experience of the journey.
Youthful, not so youthful.
Yeah, hello.
Well, looks like we all landed at Yogyakarta now to have our first meal in Yogyakarta, and Ibu so happy. The lady who owns this place, first wife of another gentleman, opened the second restaurant with the second wife. Great to have this opportunity to eat in this iconic and memorable place.
We are going to Kota Gede, which is a small little village known for its silverware. The ladies here, I think they would like to have something, nothing less than silver. So we'll head there.
In Jogja, we have so many things like that. We call this as a, how would you say, the spirit will help us to be rich. So each animism place has a different or specific purposes. Like the one for those people who want to be rich and helped by the spirit, they'll go to Gunung Kawi to perform certain rituals. Some say they need to make a deal or an appointment with it. So then these spirit, once they go home, they will help them. And in a certain night, the one who make a deal with the spirit should provide a sacrifice.
I find that people here they are different. They're not like typical Indonesian people I met before, because you can see they're very nice blend of cultures. Very much respect all old people. So every morning they say like bye they kiss the hands of their elder relatives, and which is very, very touching. High five! High five!
One of the things I love is like the faces of the people. When it is especially like with the wrinkles, nothing, hidden. They had a life.
You can see life in their faces.
The cost of the beauty has to be high. So sometimes you give up your sleep, the comfort or something, but then you're rewarded. The whole landscape that we are seeing in front of us, having to wake up early and to see this is all worth the while. Wonderful colors, beautiful.
Actually, the Javanese house is like this. They have common kitchen, common areas for the family, so the other families could have 4 or 5 married siblings. They live in different houses, but they have common kitchen and common living area.
This is the magic that the women will feel after they drink this.
No, after you drink, the woman turn purple. Whatever you say, they panic.
Better than turning blue.
a slice of ginger inside.
We are at the heart of Indonesia. It is one of the wonderful places, Borobudur. It is a temple of the Buddhist.
It is regarded as the biggest Buddhist temple in the world. The size of this temple is 121 meters by 121 meters. And the height is 35 meters from the ground until the highest point of the temple. But the temple doesn't have any room nor chamber there because it is a really solid temple, but it is not totally stone. There is a natural hill inside, around 15 meters high. And the hill inside is covered with volcanic material, volcanic stones. More than 2 million volcanic stones needed to build this temple.
Remember right at this spot when my mother wanted her two siblings to be with her, and she was on a wheelchair. We had to get someone to push her and my uncle, and they sat under this tree quietly amongst them because for many years when they were busy with their families, they were never together on their own, and they wanted some quiet time. They decided to come to Yogyakarta, and this is one of the spots that they wanted to be. They just spend time together under this tree, looking at Borobudur and just talking among themselves.
I like the walk, and it gives us a different perspective of the country and the culture. It's not like traveling as a tourist, but you get to meet people and also getting to know everybody else on the trip, making new friends.
I forgot the name of them, but like it was just the general word that they were, whenever they were discussing something, they had to walk somewhere. So we are like such a philosophers. It is like I call it. It's not that we can't walk. We can talk.
Yes.
Because sometimes we don't even notice where we are going and like how many we passed. And yeah, it is amazing. Like that this new environment, new places, and like a new feeling.
Down the terrain. For me, it was the heat. Then for me, it's the heat plus the exhaustion, because we actually walked up the very steep hill. But coming down, I would like to have an easier way. But I didn't know it was frightening. Yeah, but it was great. It's an experience. Yes, definitely.
This trip is particularly meaningful because I think it is the first with all of us together. We spent quite a lot of time together, talking about everything under the sun, and we are enjoying things together.
Nice on a number of levels. I think different people relax differently. For me, getting away from the city seems to do the trick. It's nice to do city breaks and change scenery, but there's something about getting away, helps you recharge in a different way, in a better way. And this one's kind of in between, just the best of both worlds, because it gives you time for reflection. No, it doesn't feel like struggle, it feels like joy actually.
Let's be clear, you put these two together.
No, I said
this one is 10 years younger than this.
I said, take this, you look beautiful. So you do the same, you also beautiful. Take, try. Can only do one movie, the Dracula movie. And then the Dracula actor there.
Yeah. XXL ada sini.
Kalau XXL ada tapi hanya beberapa. Ayam kremes, iya. Ayam apa tuh? Ayam kremes kasih ini
according to some religious teaching, they claim the existence of this supreme being will be there somewhere in the sky. According to this, the existence of this supreme being will be inside of us. Yeah. So some religious teaching, they say, no, inside. So we are going to see in the carving, this is the human being, this is the supreme being. They are same level, not like this.
So what is amazing about these structures was that it was constructed in the 9th century, so that's more than 1,000 years ago. And one wonders how man with just his bare hands could create such incredible structures in the absence of machinery. And I leave this place with such amazement and wonder.
I think it's actually quite compelling that in Indonesia, predominantly Muslim country, that the two biggest representations is from two other religions. Buddhist religion in the Borobudur and Prambanan, which is Hindu. And I think the way that the country has kept this real in the lives of the people is something symptomatic of these two religions and how it fits the history of Indonesia.
And I think we learned something about the duality of life, that we have both the good and the bad, our present and our future, and including their lives. They understand their past, they understand their present, they accept it, and it's something that they preserve. So this is an incredible trip for us because they understand. They have here Borobudur, Prambanan, where we are, to remind them of their past, and they're able to, when we reflect that it is part of their lives, part of our lives, and we have to make sense of it. And I think it's been a great trip of reflection, rejuvenation, and a lot to think about.
To say I'm impressed, I think it is not enough. It is like very impressed. First of all, hidden treasures of these places, culture, deep culture, the existence of such places like civilizations, like so many years ago, like over 1,000 years, right? Interesting it is like a people. For me, they represent the Muslim at the beginning, when it was the Muslim was tolerant for the all other religions. It is how it has to be. It is proper, right mixture, respect, and looking back without any denial.
My friends here to spend a weekend. This is the hometown of my mother, and a visit to Jogja is always a very emotional one. And I'm glad that I have some of my best friends here, and I think we had a great weekend visiting the villages, walking around. This is downtown Jogja and how vibrant, and I'm quite sure that there are great years ahead in front of Jogja. Quite sure, I look at all the talent around us, and I think there's a lot of things going for this country. I hope I'm back. I'll be back to see better days ahead. I have no doubt that Jogja will be more prosperous and successful, but more important, they have a lot to teach us. I think they have a good life. We have a lot to learn from them. 1, 2, 3.